Albert Einstein once said, "Compounded interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't understand it pays it." What is compounding interest in Amazon? What are those levers that once you put in, it pays you over and over and over? We're going to talk about it in this video. Welcome, my name is Irina Balurko. I'm a partner at Red Rocks E-commerce, where we help brands launch and grow on Amazon Marketplace. And maybe because of my background, my old corporate life, I was in the finance world, so compounded interest subject, I think a lot of people don't know really the magic of it, just like the quote that I started with Albert Einstein. And also as a business owner, I always look for levers. What are the things that I can do perhaps once that give you multiple return? That's the proverbial 10x. And also when we work with our clients, we always want to look at that because the growth is not linear, and pushing growth in a linear way, it's not really sustainable long term, right? So you need to have some certain momentum, you need to have something, certain wind behind your wings, right? You need to be intentional on where you put your time and money, where it's not just a one-time return. So in Amazon space, there are so many things that you have to constantly juggle with, you have to take care of. So, and it's such a quick moving space that need to find that compounding interest almost becomes a necessity to be successful long term, because also it's a platform that is tough to be profitable on, right? So when you look at it long term, Amazon, what does it mean for your business? Is it sustainable? Can it support itself? Again, compounding interest effect becomes that necessity. You have to figure out those levers. So, and in this video, I'm going to talk through that. I'm going to talk, let's see, 1, 2, I'm counting 3 things. So I thought a lot about it. Again, all based on empirical experience. So the first one is images and videos. So your first compounding interest in Amazon context is images and videos, meaning the work you put in creating amazing, high converting, brand telling, storytelling, visually appealing images and videos are going to pay you over and over and over in the form of sales. It's a golden goose that lays eggs for you. Whenever I talk about brand presence optimization or conversions or anything that has to do with that piece of Amazon ecosystem, images and videos always comes up. Brand and digital assets always come up because it's such a crucial. It's foundational, but it's also not just foundational. Okay, once you're done, you're good. But what's amazing about it, that once you have really, really strong images and videos, again, that's going to pay you over, right? And you may say, well, how about SEO? Yes, super important. Yes, we cannot get away from that. But we have found, we do a lot of testing, of course, and we have found that the highest conversion lifts we have. And also when we really put effort in fine-tuning and amping up images and videos. And also the biggest struggles we have sometimes with clients are those that really lack for whatever reasons, right? And we can do supplement with our graphic design and our composite lifestyle photography, but in the end, you as a brand, it's better where you have that, it's investment that will pay off, not only on Amazon, everywhere else, but it's really your compounding interest for Amazon. The second one, compounding interest lever, number 2, narrow focus on SKUs. The less SKUs are in your line of offense, the faster your long-term sustainable velocity and profitability will be. When you start in the beginning, giving every SKU a chance. Well, first of all, you should have product right offers, right? Right product offers, but giving every SKU a chance to succeed or fail is fair, especially when you don't know what you don't know, right? You're new to the platform, kind of, well, let's see how it goes. You can make certain assumptions based on other channels, but you have to give your full catalog a run, unless you have hundreds and thousands. So we're not talking about that, right? But as you grow, your narrowing of your focus becomes a must for you to go to the next level. So when we work with clients that they come to us, they're not new to Amazon, but they hit a plateau. They need help going from 2, 5, 7, 100K, million, and they want to go to 2, 3, 5 million. Really being brutal about who we're going to double down on becomes a must conversation. Just like for trees to grow, you have to prune branches. It's the same here. You have to really narrow down, which is so counterintuitive. And I also know it from my own, from our business, that we have to really, first of all, sometimes it takes like more even discipline to stay only within Amazon space, because there's so much opportunity outside in terms of service offering. But I know that in also talking with other entrepreneurs and businesses where they have to kill some SKUs, even not even our clients, but just talking to other successful on Amazon, they have to kill some SKUs. They had to, if not kill them, to stop putting the same amount of effort. Just think about, you have advertising management where you have to decide how do you split your budget. And not every SKU is going to give you the same return, right? And it's a compound effect where the ones that are doing better will give you 5, 7, 10x, and trying to, going from good to great, or going from not so good to good, it's going to take the same, if not more, amount of effort, yet you're going to have less of return in that because you're still trying to get to the good one. So work with the good, great ones. Okay, the more you grow on Amazon, because then you also have that profitability optimization, right? Which becomes really, really a forefront as well. And that becomes very critical, determining how do you put your advertising margin. Then you have catalog management, right? That still needs to support. The more SKUs you have, things break, fixing it, and just spreading your focus. It's hard to have clarity when you have so many products, right? You're torn in different directions. It's really hard to have clarity on that. So narrow focus on SKUs is your compounding interest factor number 2. The third, but not least, is know who you are. Know who you are as a brand. Know your customers. Know your strengths. Know your gaps. Be honest about that. Be humble in terms of market feedback. Know who your differentiation is. Be honest about it, right? Why it's important, because Amazon is a place that amplifies what is good and really amplifies what is not good. So if you have any gaps, you're going to get exposed and you're going to pay for that. And when you don't know who you are, and you don't know your customers, you don't know your messaging, you don't know your story, it shows. It shows everything from your pages, from your advertising, through your focus. With brands that we worked with in the past, right now we don't really work with brands who not very clear on who they are, because that needs to be done pre-Amazon. So we couldn't get really good results because it felt a little bit all over the place, and putting 100% in your product being slightly different than others also doesn't really work. It doesn't really replace your essence. Also, we've seen with brands that kind of not running in their own lane, you have to be very aware of your competition on Amazon. You have to know what they're doing. Sometimes look, see what they're doing, you get ideas, right? So that's all fine, but you also cannot end up changing your goals or setting your goals based on what you see competition is doing. That's like the easiest way to get lost. And it's hard to sometimes to stay, so to say, in your lane and be your own competition and be your own judge and be your own expectation setter. But The times where, let's say, private labels were successful because yes, you just, you didn't really need to have any type of brand. You need to think about messaging. You don't know really how your customers. You need to have a product, slap your own label, logo, and you're good to go. Those days are gone. So if you don't have understanding who you work with, who you are, what you're good at, what you're not, what you stand for, what you numbers are, so Amazon will not really go well for you, right? Or you have to make figuring that out as part of even the project. So using Amazon as a place to figure that out, right? But if your goal, just like with most from businesses, come in and start making sales on Amazon as soon as you can, then knowing who you are is really a compounding interest because it will show through every decision you make. It will make it easier for, if you work with somebody like us, it makes it easier to optimize and to set you for success and to get you better returns. So that is compounding interest factor number 3. If you are struggling with Amazon, if you have any both strategic or tactical issues, you can always find us at redrocksecommerce.com. I would love to hear your thoughts. Comment below, and we'll talk soon.